Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Abigail if you're new. I make videos about special needs and health issues and feeding tubes. So, um, today is Tuesday. Normally I film like the day before and then post it the day after, but last night the video I posted it was like almost midnight by the time that I got it like uploaded because I was having trouble connecting to our internet. So, anyways, um, because that video went out late, this video will be filmed the same day that it's posted, if that makes sense. Or maybe it's the other way around. I don't remember. But anyway, today is Tuesday, like I said. Normally, I would have class tonight. I have a class that I go to on Tuesdays, and we're not having class tonight, so it's just going to be like a stay-at-home type of evening, just staying home with the family. The shirt that I'm wearing, actually, not to change the subject, but this is the tie-dye shirt I made. We made tie-dye shirts. It was a couple days ago, and it's like you make them and then you have to like let them sit for, I think it's like 24 hours, and then you gotta wash it, and then it will come out with a pattern, and this is what mine looks like. My little brother also made one. I thought that I would kind of give you all, I guess, a little bit of some updates. I don't really feel like there's a whole lot of updates to talk about, but other than if you saw my video a couple days ago, you will know that I was able to go back to singing at church. That's been great. Really, we only like the singers really only sing on Sundays. Like as far as like the praise singers. Sunday was the day that I got to go back to singing, so I was very excited about that. And we actually sang a song that I lead on. I sing one of the verses on. It's the song that is called Isn't the Name. If you haven't seen it, it's posted on my channel. You should go watch it. And I don't know, it just felt like really good to get back out there and sing. And personally, singing has helped me, especially like with my health stuff. Having like a lot of health issues, it can be very hard, especially like mentally. I'm able to have very few things by mouth. I can have like ice cream, peanut butter, Nutella, certain kinds of candy, but not like when people think about being able to eat, not like real food. So I'm considered like 100% tube fed, because the things that I can't have by mouth, I vent them out, so they don't stay in my stomach. It's basically, if you don't know what venting is, it's like basically getting sick, but through my tube, so that I can keep my weight on. We actually did have a funny situation happen. It was actually yesterday. So I've been doing these workbooks that I used to do in school, and I'm graduated now, so I don't do them for like the sake of school. It's more of like for something to do, because I'm not in school anymore. And so the other day was the day that I was needing to take my test. Well, we had totally forgot about the test because when you buy the books, the test comes in the middle of the book and then you take the test out because whenever you take the test, you're obviously supposed to like remember things by memory. And so basically, long story short, I had already started my new book, and then when we went back to look, I hadn't taken my test on my old book yet. And so basically I got to do like a open book test, which means I was allowed to look up the answers. Most of the time you're not, you only get the test and then like my mom keeps like the score key and I'm not allowed to look at it or the book or anything like that for the answers. But because I had already started on that new book, I was already learning about something completely different. So I was allowed to do a open book test because that was our mistake. So I did that test. I think it was yesterday, and then I continued my new book today. So they're actually called PACEs. And the curriculum is actually Christian based, and they have all kinds of PACEs like math, science, social studies, and then they have, I think they have one called Bible, which is like all about the Bible. Basically, it'll give you like different Bible questions, and you got to look up the answers with like these different scriptures that it gives you. But when I was in school, I think it was the Bible PACE one time, and it was really, really long, and you had to look up like a bunch of scriptures, and so I only did that PACE, I think it was like 1 year, and then I do the normal like math, science, social studies, all of that from that curriculum when I was in school. But the PACE that I do now, I only do one PACE now as far as like all the PACEs there is, and that's I picked social studies because I wanted to work on my reading because I do have developmental delays, and so I want to be able to work on my reading. So I've really enjoyed being able to have something to do like at home during the summertime, and it's like a way that I can just like continue to learn new things. So it's been really fun. I'm trying to think of any more updates besides singing at church again. I guess that's about all of the updates. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I need to share. This summer was actually pretty good. I got to see my friend this summer, a friend from church camp. We did a lot of fun things this summer. Trying to think of what else. We went to a place that has like different rides. That was fun. I have to kind of like be careful the kind of like summer activities that I do, because I am allowed to be off of my pump for short periods of time, but I'm considered on a constant feed, which means that I'm allowed to be off of it like 30 minutes to an hour at a time, but whenever I am off of it, we try to not make it be very long. So I can do, like, if I'm singing at church, that's probably about 30 or 45 minutes. I will unhook because basically I turn off my pump when I sing anyway. So that would just be me wearing my pump without getting nutrition. And at that point, it's just better to just not wear it at all. That way my back gets a break. So, like when I'm singing at church, I will unhook for that short period of time. Um, and then whenever I get off the platform, I go around the church, I get my bag, I go to the nursery and hook it back up because it does beep whenever I turn the machine on. And then I just hook back up in the nursery and then I walk back in the church and it's fine. Like, people know what I'm doing. So, I would say with having a feeding tube, it's definitely been different in some ways. Like, if there's a situation like I'm seeing or need to unhook from it for a certain period of time, just like short periods of time, then there's walking around getting my bag and hooking up again. There's that. But I would say the main thing about being on a feeding tube is like cleaning it every so often. Like every 4 hours, 3 to 4 hours, I gotta flush it, which means put water through it and to clean it. And then also refilling the bag. Thankfully my pump does beep if it runs out on me, but I gotta make sure to like catch it in time, because if the pump is going with no formula, it like kind of freaks out the pump and the pump will like constantly beep, which that can get really annoying. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Like this video if you liked it, subscribe down below if you're new, hit the notification bell, and thank you to all my new subscribers that's recently found my channel. If you're new, be sure that you subscribe because I post videos about special needs and health issues in feeding tubes. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye, everyone.